to you through the voice here, but how are you doing?
How am I
Yeah,
doing?
how are you doing overall? Still in?
Doing all right. I'm still in.
Nice. Yeah,
Still
that's
in.
what I figured. Kind of quick question for you actually. A couple weeks ago, I said you could probably just go all in into either Palantir or Tesla. Obviously, Tesla was the better pick of the two, but is there a reason why you decided to even put money into Tesla?
Tesla.
Yeah.
I have
It
never,
was before the
ever
triple
traded
digits.
Tesla.
Yeah, what? Oh, sorry. Quad digits. Yeah,
Quadruple. Yeah.
quadruple. Yeah.
Never played Tesla.
You never played
I mean,
Tesla. Is there a reason why?
uh, I don't know. There's just too much. I think it's too popular. Like, I'm kind of a hipster in that way.
Okay.
It's yeah, it's a little too popular. So it could make money. I didn't think it could make 30%, but yeah, it's a good stock.
Yeah, it's a crazy stock. I guess last one more question. Would you consider sports betting? That's what I've been doing lately.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, no. Again, I'm not into normal other types of gambling and sports betting. I don't know. I don't follow that sports that closely. I enjoy a good game, but I don't follow like players and statistics and stuff.
I see. I see. Yeah, maybe you'll be interested in looking into it. There's some crazy
I got an
asymmetrical
idea.
bets. For example, in UFC, you have those crazy Russian guys from like Dagestan, and their win rates are like insane. Obviously, gambling's not a good thing to do, but in terms of
I
just
got an
risk
idea. I got an idea.
management. But yeah,
I got an idea. How about we get together with the fucking value. We buy a boat, charter it into the ocean, and host our Squid Games.
yeah, that'd be funny. DFV though, man, I wish he started posting again. Um,
He won. He
yeah,
won.
he won.
So good for him.
Yeah,
Good for him. I hope he's living a very happy, healthy, and peaceful life.
yeah. Rod, question for you actually. Are you close with DFV at all? Like, are you able to talk to him?
I haven't spoken to him since January. We had done two very short kind of video chats. Obviously, I was on his YouTube stream very actively last year, so I would consider him, a good acquaintance. But unfortunately, I think he's, you know, like he and I have both unfortunately been subjected to folks interested in GameStop, and he's probably staying quiet until that's all wrapped.
I see. I see. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. All right, probably I'll
Did you
just let
propose yet?
someone else talk. I don't really have any questions. I'm just mainly kind of just chillaxing here on a Friday.
Cat dude, have you proposed yet?
No, I want to do it on a vacation, and right now she's still working, and she has to get some time off. So,
Awesome.
yeah, I got the ring and everything. Like everything's prepared,
Awesome.
everything's ready. Just waiting for the right time.
Awesome.
Yeah. How about you? Are you married?
Nope.
Getting there? Prenup?
No, I've been in a long-term relationship with my girlfriend for many years. Everything's going super well.
That's good. I'm happy for you, man.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
All right, Platypus. I know you've been waiting a while, bud. So here you go. You're up.
Hello?
We can hear you.
Oh, great, great. Hi, Jack. It's an honor to speak to you, and it's been a quite impressive journey. Well,
Is this the same platypus from
yeah,
Reddit?
yes, of course.
Awesome. How you doing?
Fine, fine, thanks. Um, well, most of the questions I had in the beginning are answered already, but I want to know what kind of a screening platform do you use to follow all those 200 stocks? I mean, do you have like a setup that allows you to uh, make it more efficient, that search, and then to detect all those technicals that you look at, those 5 minute candles? I mean, you can't look 5 minute candles, 200 stocks at once. I mean, how do you mechanically do this?
That's what I do. It's all brute force. I don't use any screening tools. I don't really know how they work. I use Webull for screening. So I think I just threw like $5 in there, and I kind of like their app a lot because they got those spark lines, those kind of like mini line charts, right? So
Okay.
I use those. I look at the change in price. I just kind of click around every once in a while to see what's going on, and then it's just Reddit. I pop into Reddit. I subscribe to a whole bunch of different subreddits, and the algorithm has been pretty good to me in terms of surfacing what people are talking about and jumping on those daily discussion threads to see what all the comments are about every once in a while.
Yes. Well, I found some apps. You can find them on Android and iPhone that allow you to follow specific Reddit users because you can't get alerts on Reddit. So that's how I find
Right.
your posts immediately when they pop up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm wondering because does it notify you of comments as well?
I'm sorry.
Does it notify you about comments
Yes,
or
yes.
only
You can
posts?
follow posts and comments. It's there's an app called Alerts for Reddit that I use, and it allows me to find to get a pop up as soon as you post, or comment. So it's very efficient.
Got it. Got it. Yeah.
Can't do that on the Reddit platform yet. I guess it's a feature that might introduce sometime.
Yeah, I love making like random comments in random subreddits. People
Yeah,
just like don't expect me to
yeah,
show up there. It's really
yeah.
funny.
And one last question. Well, it's quite intimidating when you posted the other day that your IQ, I mean, 142. I mean, that's like 0.1% of the population, I guess. I mean, what advice do you tell other investors or your speculators how important is to how discouraging that could be because I don't know what my IQ is, but yours is phenomenal. I mean, it's not.
Oh, thank you. That IQ test was like I was in like fifth grade or something, and it was like weird. It was like here's a picture of like they got like triangle blocks, right? It's like okay, recreate this picture of a star or recreate this picture of like of something. And there was like a memorization game and some kind of like analogy game. It was like a 3 hour test of just all these like really random kind of games. So, and I think IQ is like based on some calculation of like your mental age divided by your actual age.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how true that is. But that means also your IQ is higher when you're younger, right? So I wouldn't put too much emphasis on that. It's just a fun fact that I do remember taking a real one, not like a fake one online, and it was pretty high.
Yes. Yes. Well, that's awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you very much. I'll keep following you, and I hope you don't disappear in the metaverse.
I'll be around.
Good luck to you, man, and good luck.
All right, guys, just a time check. I'm going to add like 3 or so more speakers. Yeah, you good, Jack?
Yeah, 3 more sounds good.
Okay, all right, cool. Ethan, you've been waiting a while. Armor Knight Plus, you're up.
Oh, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Good morning, and fuck you to both of you. Actually, both of you guys, since weirdly right before all the GME stuff happened in December and January, and I kind of lucked into everything and was able to, I saw the DD website and just started following everything and happened to, basically go from almost nothing to about 100K in cash and then 100K in my 401k. And thanks to both of you guys, it's been life-changing. It's been interesting to watch everything happen like over the past year or so. I've just been, following you, Rod, and watching your sentiment on like Playboy and other stocks and things like that. And Jack, just watching your journey has been really interesting and inspirational. But I had a question for you, Jack, about obviously, like Rod said, this is a lot of speculation, but it's stuff that you try to inform yourself on. One of the things that I found that's been really tough in trying to emulate your style has been getting too attached. So how do you practice agility? Like this morning, I'm also in Big Five, was up, a decent amount this morning. And then that, that dip earlier dropped me into the red and I was like, oh shit. Now I'm obviously, it's going back up and I'm really hoping you hit that 10 million mark. But yeah, how do you practice agility either in, taking your profits or in realizing that you just need to get out and go somewhere else?
Huh. Uh, you know, it just all I don't know honestly. How do I know when to take profits or when to get out because it's going down? Like sometimes I just get scared. I think actually, I mean, Clover was a great example of that. I remember it very carefully. I was ready to hold it for one more day because I think it was like up 25% or something like that. I was ready to hold it for one more day, and at the last within the last half hour, I saw like a pretty red dip, and I was like, okay, no, everyone's gonna get out now. I want to get. I also need to get out, so I sold a little bit into that red dip, and then the next day it just kept going and went up 100%. So that was kind of like a I got spooked too easily there, right? And other times, I just swaddle, I just like hold. Like honestly, holding is the hardest thing in the world. Can't tell you how I felt last week and even 2 days ago when BGFE was like down like 5 or 6%, and I swear to God, I was on the floor, just rolling back and forth, staring at my phone, just like so, waiting for it to go back up. I guess you could say I still have hope, but how do I cope? I guess how do you get those diamond hands? For me, it's just like swaddling on the floor.
That's interesting that you say that because I'm also still I'm still in Rocket from around the time that that you went into Rocket, and
Oh Jesus,
I
Jesus!
added a little bit at at like $15 or something like that to try and boost it back up, and I think at one point very recently it went all the way up towards 19, and I was like almost green, like almost out. And so, I think I just get too much on hopium that I'm just like, yes, like it, things will turn around. There's, blue skies, things are going to be fine. And then of course, Rocket is now, down. And so I'm still down like 4K on Rocket. And so, you know,
Yeah, I mean Rocket. I left right after that earnings report in like May or something because that was like actual data, and I was like, this is going nowhere. And even if Rocket kind of has a pump every once in a while, which I see happens, the overall average volume is still like pretty low, and sentiment is still pretty low. So there's just nothing sustaining there. Another good example is Corsair, right? I was in Corsair for basically all of Q1, and it had some good momentum. It was in a good channel. But as soon as they had that bad earnings again and they left the channel, I also left because again, that's concrete data. There's nothing
it's
left.
funny.
So
It's funny
yes,
you
like
say that because
Hopium,
I
yeah.
was in Corsair for such a long time too. Because everything that everybody had been saying about it was like, oh, good fundamentals, and gaming is here to stay. Like it's not just a pandemic thing. And then I left Corsair because I was like, it hasn't moved, nothing has happened. And then the day after, it went back up to where I entered. Like I think it was around one of the times that there was kind of like a meme rally, and it went back up to
Oh yeah, that day.
where I entered, and I was like, "Are you kidding me? It's been months. It's been months." And like the day after I exit, it went back to green. Like So I think I get into this mindset where I want things to work out, and so I just stare. I stare at it and hope that it gets back to where I was. But yeah, so that's why I ask about agility, because it seems like you tend to enter and exit relatively quickly because you're hoping to make profits on the short term, right? It's like Rod said, it's not investing, it's sort of speculation, but you're doing it based on the sentiment and the data that you have available.
Yeah, yeah. I think the best analogy I heard about what I do is imagine driving in like on the highway, Like I'm that car that always tries to take the fast lane whenever I see an opportunity just to get a little bit ahead and now come back to the normal lane.
Makes sense. Oh, thank you both so much. I've loved following both of you guys and seeing your opinions on the market, and it's been a really fantastic, interesting journey the past year. So hope to see more of both of you, and good luck, Jack, on 10 million.
Thank you so much. Thank you for following.
Thanks, Ethan. Appreciate it.
Have a good
All
one,
right,
you guys.
two more. All right, I added the golden cock wanker. Golden wanker, you're up.
Awesome name. Oh, and fun fact about this username. A lot of people have been commenting recently about how this is like a 10-year-old account on Reddit or something, and it only recently started posting, last year. And it's like it might be like a bot account by a hedge fund or something. No, this is an account I created in college just for fun, and I just never used it. I think I was drunk or something, and I thought it was like a funny name, so I created a Reddit account, and I just like had it in my pocket and just never used.
That would be the Sir Jackalot account.
Yeah. I created like a whole bunch of Reddit accounts, like 10 years ago, just because one or two might be useful one day. I understand like the age of accounts important, so I created like 10 or so accounts, and yeah, Sir Jackalot's is the one I picked for posting my degenerate kids.
Aha. Okay, so that leads me, segues perfectly into my question. So I didn't get here at the very beginning. I apologize if you already covered this, but it seems you're a very smart guy. And yet this Sir Jackalot persona is obviously a degenerate character you play online. Did you originally come up with that based on the kind of community in Wall Street Bets, figuring that would do well and gain a lot of traction?
That's a good question. That's a good question. I don't know. It's freeing, this kind of pseudonymity online. I think the last 10, I study the internet a lot, and I think when it swings in one direction too much, there's a desire to swing back in the opposite direction. And with Facebook, I think there's been a huge swing to like real identities and like your formal self and like and LinkedIn and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, LinkedIn feed, um, versus like you know being anonymous, being degenerate. It's fun. I try not to insult anyone. I don't want to be mean, right? I'm very self-aware, but it's kind of fun just to talk about jacking off a lot.
So I just imagine you though at one point sitting down and thinking to yourself like, it's a brand, right? You created a brand and you're saying, okay, it's gaining a little traction with these guys. I'm going to lean into it because let's face it, it's a bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy. If the more, not to say that a lot of people accuse you of like taking advantage of retail. I don't see that being the case in most of the trades, but it doesn't hurt, right? So
I mean, it's been fun. That's it's when I got banned from Wall Street Bets, I got sad because it was just like now whether I gain or lose, I don't get the internet karma.
Well, God bless you, man. Thank you so much for all the profits that those of us who have managed to bank them over the 2 years have gotten, and just good luck in all your future endeavors.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Okay, is the last question, Rod?
Yeah, last one. All right. Shoot. I feel bad. I know there's plenty of people who wanted to ask their own questions, but there's just so much interest. So again, Jack, thanks for staying on. I'm gonna add Nile. I'm adding you because I've seen you on there forever, and I want to give you the chance to ask your question. So, Nileus, you are up. Can't hear you, Nile, if you're speaking. You just muted yourself, so I can see you muting and unmuting. So you're there. All right. Well, unfortunately, I guess we're going to add somebody else then to round us out. Maybe Nile, if you do get your audio working, we can do a bonus question. Boy. All right. Narwhal 40. I've seen you up there for a while, and you've got a lovely profile pic. So here you go.
Hi,
Hey there.
can you hear
We
me?
hear you.
Yeah. Hi, Sir Jack. I'm a huge fan. I've been following you since more than a year, like before your magnum opus. Thanks a lot for all the plays. I only wish I had followed you even more with with a bigger part of my portfolio, and I'm sure that you'll get to the 10 million. I'm with you on BGFV. And I guess my question is, a lot of the questions have been about what is your method, because of course, us mortals are trying to imitate you. And my question is also about that, but it's more, like where did you got your knowledge about stocks, finance, how to read the fundamentals and so on? Like, did you have some sort of formal education? Did you read some books? Did you just learn by experience, by
Yeah, great questions. No formal education, no books either. Everything has been self-taught, mostly through experience, but also just a lot of like seeing how other people do things. I think humans, in essence, we're copycats, right? Like kids copy their parents. So I learn from YouTubers. I learn from other Reddit posts and the way they write and the way they analyze things. But I also try to do it myself, right? Like I always try to view the primary source that people link to, or try to understand what does this line mean and why this person thinks it's so important. And then you kind of see how it plays out, right? Someone has a thesis, then you watch that trade. You don't have to enter it, but you could watch that stock play out over the next couple of days and be like, oh, that guy was right. Oh, that guy was wrong. Why was that guy right? Why was that guy wrong? What can I, take away from that? So that's mostly how I learned.
cool? That's what I'm trying to do too. So, do you keep like written notes of this, or
I probably should. I know some good investors that do that. But no, I mostly just it's just take it
okay,
in, and
winging
that's it.
it? Nice,
Yep.
cool. And really,
All right. I was going to look and see it. Didn't see Nile join, unfortunately. I guess lost connection there. So, all right. Well, everybody who joined and opted to chime in and ask Jack some questions, thanks everybody. This has been fun. And yeah, Jack, so you're still in,
Can I
right?
can I get can I can I get in one more? Can I get in one more
You
plug
want
for
one more?
BGFE? Big
Oh,
Five?
he's still all in. He's still in, I'm still in, as
Hey
they say,
Rod,
right?
can I give in one more plug?
Yeah.
All right. So this is Sir Jack's current thesis on Big Five Sporting Goods, BGFV. I know there was a good spaces the other day talking about the fundamentals, but here's the thing. In the last half hour yesterday, there was about $10 million of volume every minute that came out of nowhere that propelled the stock from 42 all the way to the 45s. That is suspicious in a very good way. Now, who would be spending $10 million every minute for 30 minutes? So $300 million total. I mean, it's volume, so it's not all buying, but $300 million of volume at all-time highs already, pushing it even more into all-time highs. And also, a lot of people bought November 19 $50 calls. So take that, interpret that as you will, but that's the main thing that I see as very, very bullish.
Yeah, I think it was what, 1,600 $50 calls that slammed in the last half hour,
Oh my God.
or at least that
Yeah.
just one order.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, this obviously is more of a conversation around how Jack's approached his trading philosophy and his speculating philosophy, and This has certainly not been any sort of recommendation for anyone to buy, sell, trade in Big Five sporting goods. This is, not a fundamental oriented discussion that we had today. By and large, if you're interested in that, check out the spaces that I hosted on Wednesday and I shared yesterday on my profile. I've got a file loaded to Google Drive that you're welcome to chime in, or not chime in, but you're welcome to listen to. So, Jack, this was great. It was awesome getting to talk to you and hearing your voice aloud. I know there's plenty more coming down the pike from you. Before or after 10 million is hit. So very excited to see, what's coming next. And I really appreciate everybody joining, and we had some pretty great listenership. I saw the number get over 700 a few times. So appreciate everyone's interest. Feel free to follow me for random thoughts. And Jack, of course, is on his Reddit, and I'm sure he won't be gone after 10 million. We'll have plenty more to come. So Jack, anything else you wanted to say before I close us out?
Nope. Just follow me on Twitter and Reddit.
All right, everybody. Jack's still in. We're at 42.91 with just over 4 million shares, or a bit more than a fifth of the float has traded already today at 12:30, 3 hours in. So craziness. And I'm sure there's going to be more through as we round out the day and on Monday before it trades ex-dividend on Tuesday. So exciting, as always, in the meme market we live in. Hope everybody has a great Friday and a great weekend, and we'll chat soon. Bye now.